So we're going to talk about the new Instagram terms and conditions that are starting to take place on December 20th. I'm going to read some of them to you. We're going to talk about it, and I'm going to tell you how I'm going to be personally dealing, coping, whatever you want to call it, with these new terms and conditions. So this goes into the use of the camera, and there are a lot of data security breaches. I don't know what you want to call it, because technically, if you agree to continue to utilize Instagram after the 20th, you are automatically agreeing to these terms and conditions. So you're using the app is your compliance. They have sent emails out, they have posted notifications on your account, so they are not legally liable for any breaches of security because you have been made aware of these new terms and conditions. So let's get right into it. It was created. It can also include what you see through features we provide, such as our camera. So whatever they are seeing from the camera that you use on Instagram, they are tracking and recording. Okay, so we can do things like suggest masks and filters you might like. So if I'm recording this and I'm in a sea of people and I'm not wearing a mask and everybody else is, they can be like, hey, Catherine, you need to put a mask on. So you're going to be getting those kind of notifications now through your IG app. Or give you tips on using camera formats. Our systems automatically process content and communications you and others provide to analyze context and what is in them for the... So talking about some of the information that they can collect, reading directly from their terms and conditions. This can include information in or about the content you provide, like metadata, such as the location of a photo that you take or the date a file... Okay, continuing on. Data from device settings. Information you allow us to receive through device settings you turn on, such as access to your GPS location, camera, or photos. So you are authorizing them to access the photos on your phone, not just the photos that you upload on Instagram, the photos on your phone. You're also giving them permission to access your exact geographical location with GPS. Network and connections. Information such as the name of your mobile carrier or operator, your ISP, your language, your time zone, your mobile phone number, your IP address, your connection speed, and in some cases, information about other devices that are nearby or on your network. So we can do things like help you stream a video from your phone to your television. So they are now looking at your other device. But wait, there's more. Things others do and information that they provide about you. We also receive and analyze content, communications, and information that other people provide when they use our products. This can include information about you, such as when others share or comment on a photo of you, send a message to you, okay, so they're up in your DMs are being tracked, or upload, sync, or import your contact information. So if somebody else is using any of these apps to import your contact information, it is all now the property of Instagram. I'm not done yet, guys. I am just getting started. Are you ready? Let's read on. Device attributes. Information such as the operating system, hardware and software versions, battery level, so they can see how lazy you are about plugging in your phone, right? Signal strength, so they know if you're close to a tower or not. Available storage space, browser type, app and file names, and types and plugins. So all the internet stuffs. Device operations. Information about operations and behaviors performed on the device, such as whether a window is foregrounded or backgrounded, or mouse movements, which can help distinguish humans from bots. So if you're toggling back and forth between Instagram and something else, they're tracking that something else. It continues. Okay. Unique identifiers, device IDs, and other identifiers, such as from games, apps, or accounts you use. What constitutes as an account you use? Everything. And family device IDs or other identifiers unique to Facebook company products associated with the same device or account. There's still more. Network and connections. We collect information about the people, pages, accounts, hashtags, and groups you are connected to, and how you interact with them across our products, such as people you communicate the most with or groups that you are a part of. We also collect contact information if you choose to upload, sync, or import it from a device, such as an address book or call log from an SMS log history, which we use for things like helping you and helping others find you. Now you might be sitting back and thinking, whoa, 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 are they collecting this information to be utilized to manipulate me psychologically by tracking who I watch and how long and who I talk to and tracking all my patterns so they can input it in an artificial intelligence that's going to take over the world? No, they would never do that. This is for you to help the world. And they tell us, let's read. Research and innovate for the social good. This is for the social good, you guys. We use this information we have, including from research partners that we collaborate with, to conduct and support research and innovation of topics of general social welfare, technological advancement, public interest, health, and well-being. For example, we analyze information we have about migration patterns during a crisis to aid relief efforts. So migration patterns during a crisis. So all of the migrants are on Instagram right now and they're using that. Or there's a lot of people that are stuck and they have to leave, hurricane relief. And the first thing they think about doing is going on Instagram and looking things up on Instagram. But at the end of the day, Instagram is a private company. So they are telling us what the conditions are of using their app, and if we want to continue to use it, we have to abide by their new terms and conditions. So that's something that you're going to have to read and sit through and think about. It's a lot harder for people like me and people with some really big accounts because we've poured a lot of time to cultivate this content for you. We've put a lot of effort and there's a lot of personal relationships that we've developed on this platform. I have met a lot of amazing humans on here, so it is very difficult for me to just delete everything and be like, well, I'll just start over. Where do you even begin? So that's something that everybody's got to look at, but I am going to have to make some personal changes. So I will tell you what I'm going to do. So first and foremost, I'm going to be deleting Instagram off of my cell phone and any of the devices that I use, that I carry around with me, take around with me, etc. Instagram does not need my GPS coordinates. I don't need to be looking into an Instagram camera and them seeing me not wear a mask and report me to some central reporting bureau for utilizing their app and not having a mask in a public space where there are mandates, right? So we're going to see this technology and just pray that they don't abuse it. I don't trust that. So I'm going to be putting in some safeguards. So I will be using Instagram from a different device that is completely wiped of everything else so that they're not collecting my SMS information and my other, anything else that I'm looking. They have no business knowing any of that about me. It's not relevant to the information that I provide to you. I'm also going to have to be making some tweaks to the type of content that I provide to you. So I have been very diluted on this platform as it is. I know that if I was actually able to speak the words that I want to speak, I would have a much stronger platform. And I know a lot of you guys would be in total agreement with a lot of what I have to say. And I have to water down a lot of that just because of the censorship as it is right now. You guys see that I'm having to black out certain words and spell things like a crazy person. This is unfortunately, the world that we're in with the algorithms that we have. And we are literally, our human minds are literally fighting against artificial intelligence. So I'm going to have to be careful about the information that I present it to you and present it in a way that also doesn't get this account completely deleted, because what's the point if I do all this work and then they just delete it tomorrow? So on the 19th, I'm going to go through and I'm going to try to delete everything that is controversial, whatever, on this platform. I'm going to use this platform to discuss what I can within the realms of what I can discuss. And if I have something like breaking that I need to share with you guys, I will tell you where to find it, whether that be the website that I'm working on, which I've been asked by a lot of people if I create a newsletter for you. I am working on that. That will be through the website. It is still a work in progress. I'm juggling so much right now. But I will tell you where to gather that other information. So maybe Parler or Telegram, and I have the links to those in my bio. So this will be a page for just like general news that I can share, a lot of health and wellness information that is also extremely important, prepping information, things like that, ways to keep yourself safe, and information that I can still keep on this platform. Because all of that stuff is also equally important, because even if I can't talk about all of the fraud that's going on, or the poison injections, or the DNA alteration, any of the stuff that I want to give you on here, if there's something breaking, I will direct you where to get that information. But safeguarding ourselves against those things is also so important. Your health is so important. A lot of people are like, what are you going to do if they come banging on your door and they're going to hold you down and force you to get the shot? Guys, I'm a mom of kids. I'm not going to shoot it out with the people that are coming to my door and making me do that at this point in time. We're not there yet at this point in time, but I am going to keep my body as healthy as I can, so that if worst case scenario, something like that happens, I can adapt. My body can adapt. I will be in a place where physically I can handle something like that, because we've got to start taking care of our bodies. So you're going to notice a lot of us are going to be a little bit quieter than we usually are. It's not because we're not in the fight. We're in the fight a million different ways. We are silently cultivating our groups, right? You are in my group. I am in your group. We are a community of like-minded people, and we need to stay connected. So if we have to adapt to do so, we will do so. We will take our legitimate grievances and some of the serious things elsewhere to these other platforms, so that we can be more open-minded and have a more open-minded conversation about a lot of these things that are going on, because we can't stop talking about it, right? We can't stop talking about what they're sticking here and what they're hiding from us there, and so on and so on, and what they're spraying us with, and what we're drinking and eating, and all these toxins. We can't stop talking about it. We can't let them shut us down. So we have to adapt. So many of you are asking, what am I going to do if, this account is gone, all the social media is gone, we have a media blackout? Guys, I've already made connections in real life. I've got connections in the local community. I've exchanged phone numbers and addresses with a lot of you on here, emails, things like that. So you've got to really find your core group, especially people who are close to you, because that is really important. And it's going to be up to you, right? So whether that means every time you leave the house, like print off a little stack of like business size cards with whatever you want your message to be, right? This happened with election fraud, and then cite a provable, like backed source, or masks don't work, and cite like the Danish mask study and all of the pre-2020 studies. Just put them all in 4-point font on a small index card and leave them all over the grocery store. It's easy to do, and it's simple. It's not expensive, and it's something you can do on a small. I am just a mom. I'm a mom of 3. If I can find my voice, you can find your voice too. The second that I stopped holding back my thoughts and opinions and my feelings, anyone can do this. If I can do it, you can do it. I will say this. I said this 15,000 times. I started this page to share recipes. I am just a mom. I'm a mom of 3.